Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate with me, Commissar Roach, and I'm joined by Benjamin Magnus, Bundeswehr Bob, and Mordred Viking. Hello everybody.
Hello.
You keep saying Bundeswehr, I swear to God, I'm just going to keep calling you Commissioner.
Hello.
The Commish. I just noticed the other day that my nickname on Roach's server is Benjamin the Commish Magnus, or something along those lines.
You set it up like that.
Oh, I did? Oh, I'm a dick.
Yes. Yes.
Ben, do you know where you are at any given time?
Sometimes I'm distracted. There's a hurricane.
30 years from now, Ben's just going to be sitting in his room just going like, who are all of you? Where am I?
You gotta give me a break. There's a hurricane coming.
I don't understand. Does that affect with fuck with
Apparently,
your memory? Like,
the high pressure system.
Is there always a hurricane?
In Florida, yeah. That's a thing that we do. Oh, I was gonna sell you doodles. Negotiate.
How dare you say that?
Air defense. Alright, I'm gonna sell you.
would it be weird to up my diplomatic treaty rating by subsidizing people with uranium?
Sell.
I mean, I'd like to have some uranium.
Wait, you selling my uranium, Bob? I trusted you with that.
No, I'm mining plenty of uranium. Your uranium's already gone into reactors.
Oh, then I'm cool.
Shit. That was a pittance of uranium that I got out of you.
So I offered items is worth.
I was just thinking, it's like, because there's only so many things you could use uranium for, like putting in a nuclear reactor or like a nuclear weapon. So I was thinking to myself, it's like, would this be like actually kosher to like give uranium away for likes?
So how do I add that? Equalize trade value. Lump sum. No, they don't want it. So what if I offered you, like, what if I have just like half price? Or they want it at half price. Okay, 50% off on Ehrlichens.
Ben just said this. Ben in 40 years talking to a wall saying, "This is Benjamin Mandick. Like, comment, subscribe, you hooligans." New alliance formed, Poland and Italy. That's dangerous.
What is that? What? Why? We're longtime best friends, right?
Ooh, condemned.
You're in a lot of condemned.
What? Aren't you in on this?
It's not even an option.
What is Portugal
not even an
up to these
option
days anyway?
Taking out lots and lots of debt and building lots and lots of factories.
Ah.
I have my raw materials up and running.
Well, do you need any materials, good Portugal? I will sell you things for likes.
Mostly just money, to be honest.
Money?
So
I can subsidize a little bit of money. Actually, I think I can just go straight up. How much does your guys? You cost $500 million a day to support. So I will do that.
Cool.
So
make you like me.
So my chat's asking specifically if different types of nuclear reactors exist, but I think generally it's are nuclear reactors just nuclear reactors? Are there like tax associated?
Well, there's not like an improved nuclear reactor that you're going to be able to get or anything. At least not that I know of. But you can build like a small one, or a medium one, or a large one. And those all have different construction times and outputs.
Okay. So selling weapons to the Lithuanians worked.
Yeah.
Well, I had to sell them to them at half price, but yeah.
Yeah, still better than just scrapping them.
Just like a gypsy Polish yard sale, just like happened with some like towed 100 millimeters.
Take missile. Take missile.
don't mention gypsies. Don't mention gypsies in front of me. Me and Roach figured something out the other day.
So is the name of the currency in this game likes. So what I mean by that is, I see, if you can see on my screen, there's treaty integrity. I'm at 55%, which means that there's a much higher likelihood that people will declare war on me. And the reason it's so low is because France was my ally, and they declared war on the Dutch, and I decided to go ahead and assist the Dutch instead of assisting France. So people are like, "The fuck, you just attacked your ally." So I'm trying to build that back up by giving out subsidies, selling glow rocks to Italy, and supporting the government of Portugal right now, as well as just like throwing money at people for quote unquote likes.
Like me, please.
Like Ireland, hey, I'll support you for $252 million a day.
So somebody's in my chat's like, hey, chat, look, Ben's buddy's changing. It's like, what?
Like, I just launched a recon satellite.
Oh, nice.
Poland get into space?
I mean, you could if you wanted to spec into it.
I'm still working on Coltex.
I mean, Italy's building their mission control in Sicily.
Hey,
Go fuck yourself, Nightbot.
No.
What are you trying to post that Nightbot is preventing you from posting?
Benjamin Mandic.
All right, last day's trades, treasuries.
Where are the engineers? There you are. Yeah, come over here and build these things for me. Which I did find out, Roach, that apparently you can stack up to like 7 engineers on like one thing for 49% increase to like construction, which is where it maxes out. So you could build the thing 50% faster.
49% faster.
Close enough.
Gonna call out the exact percentile, use it. We're not animals here.
So you can't post links. Yeah, not being able to post links in stream chat is a pretty common thing for streamers.
Yeah.
This is a really good game, Plagued Hydra. I advise everybody to buy it. Really, frankly, anybody who... I mean, I really think that people who are fans of like Hearts of Iron 3 and Victoria 2 and wish that there were elements of those games kind of mashing into each other, like this is the baby of like those two games, I feel.
It's like Hearts of Iron 3 banged Vicky 2 and their child was really ugly, but really smart.
Sure. That's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Italian prime minister is just like looking at the Polish prime minister like,
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell some of those French planes I'm not using to Lithuania.
It's an off title of Victoria 3. I don't know if I go that far.
We were talking about it a lot yesterday. I really hope Paradox doesn't ever make Victoria 3. Because they're going to...
Well, I don't know how a Victoria 3 could do justice to Victoria 2.
They're going to bastardize the fuck out of it if they do.
Well, because they're trying to get away from the whole pop system.
Which is...
Because that was the thing.
But why? It's what makes Victoria so good!
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean... Hey, you're the one going to ParadoxCon. Go and tell
them. Submarine, go on adventure.
Alright, I'm going to sell them... Because I got Leopards now, so I'm going to sell the old T-72s. Do you when items are in reserve, you're still paying maintenance but reduced maintenance, yes?
Correct.
I'm not actually. You do? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think I heard that from you. That's
Holy
what I'm saying.
crap,
Correct.
There's a whole Polish wolf pack of submarines here.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, well, the Russian merchant marines keep popping in. Is there any way to figure out how much money a nation... Like, I'm trying to sell them all these guns, and they don't want fair market price. Is there any way to figure out how much they would accept without just guessing?
Yeah. When you look at the accept button, like the button at the bottom that you have to click to go ahead and confirm it, there's 2 little dots on the left and right side of the button. The more green they are, the more likely they are to accept it.
Well, yeah, but that's still... I still have to grab the slider, add it to the offer, then see if it changes, then if it, then go back.
I don't know how you want anything else more.
Well, like there's a button for equalized trade that just is fair market.
That equalizes their exact cost, but
I mean a button to see to just auto see what they would accept would be nice.
Well, because it's varied though. It depends on how much money they have, what they have, how much they like you, how much you like them, stuff like that.
So they'll accept 4. No, not that much. Okay, so they accept 400. So how about 500? Add offer. Okay, they'll accept 500. So let's take that off and go to 600. They'll accept 600. Let's go to 700. This is what I'm talking about. They just have to keep guessing. Accept 700. How about 800? Not 800. Okay, 750. Not 750. 720. Let's just okay. 699 million.
Why don't I retake the complete Estonian Isles? Because there's a lot of Russian military, like Air Force up there, that's preventing that from really being a true thing.
I mean, I'm not sure why nobody's taken Ireland yet. That was in the cards a while ago.
Yeah, I might be able to make that happen. Where is their nearest air base? Right there. Okay. Tell you what, why don't we go ahead and send some spies to go look at that? Sabotage.
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 Ireland only has a pier, don't they?
Can anybody hear my wife talking?
No.
She's talking to the dog.
I'm pretty convinced that she's just made up.
No, we've seen a hand. We've seen hands.
You've heard her talk. She's spoken to you, Roach.
No, she
has.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, never mind.
I
heard that, too.
You heard that? I must say, Roach, you asshole. You were... Well, it's like we were sat here and played World of Tanks for like 90 minutes with her in the room talking to the both of us. Come on, lumber.
Well, then again, I can't be totally sure. It's not just a very elaborate and well done thing.
It's just me doing voices. Just practicing D&D voices.
Just throwing your voice.
So it seems like, in general, Latvia is perfectly willing to accept military equipment at about 50% market price.
I can't imagine
because
why.
they don't like you that much, probably.
Well, that's... Well, how do... No, they love me. We're good friends. Maybe we should be friendlier. We have embassies. Treaties. How about air transit? Trade.
Is that a Lithuanian biplane?
Yes, it is.
Probably.
The AN2TD Turbo Colt. What was it? I think it was you, Ben, that said something about if you just use the biplanes, it can't lock on you with missiles or something. That's not how that works. There, I got some meat systems now getting into place behind the Polish line.
Woo!
You're welcome.
All right. There, I got 10 research centers.
Those are the new missile doodles?
They're the ones that can hit high air targets.
For 3 damage apiece.
It's better than nothing!
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at some of the units that are in play right now for the Russians as far as air power goes, and some of them are in fact just mid-air targets, which I do a lot more damage to, and you hit them too, Ben.
Oh yeah, I don't have an issue hitting
but
them.
they aren't very many. You know, there's only like a couple years until they start getting like some pretty kick-ass Air Force units.
I don't know. I'm subsidizing the Lithuanians now. They go fine. Maybe.
It doesn't help that you started watching this game this late into the game. Well, it starts releasing tomorrow, so you can get all sorts of caught up.
Yeah.
That's true.
Diplomatic exchange successful. I've entered into multiple treaties with the Lithuanians now. Oh, they are 1/10 the size of me.
Giggity.
Oh my.
Ben, do you need any resources of any kind?
Let me look.
I'm willing to subsidize for likes.
Food is good. I have zero rubber
you have
production.
a problem with food? Well, rubber's out of the question.
What I need the most is industrial goods.
I think I could probably accommodate that. I could probably give you a lump of industrial goods. I'll give you a lump.
Okay, Bob, I'm okay with that. Oh, Russian planes! Ah! Shoot them! Zoom, 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 zoom.
Hey,
it's not gonna be much, but
rubber?
I could use rubber.
I've been buying it in bulk from Malaysia. at pretty decent prices, actually.
All right, lump sum. So you want to sell me it for you want to sell it to me for way more than it's worth.
For exactly market value.
Offered 170 million,
What?
requested
No,
700.
It's free.
No, Roach, not you. You're free. You asked me to pay you way more than it was worth.
No, that's exactly how much the equalized value is.
It says final value offered 170 million dollars, requested 774 million.
I gave it, and I did everything as on the controls. So I put the lump sum in there, then I equalized value according to.
I'll
what it's
accept
worth
as
on
a
the market.
gesture of goodwill.
Do you want the rubber or not?
I just said I'll accept as a gesture of goodwill. What else do you want from me?
Listen here, you punk.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay. So how much did you give me, Bob?
I don't know. Like 5,000 tons, I think.
Okay.
There's that German efficiency.
Come on, research centers, build faster.
You're building more of them? You want to give me a research center?
Yeah.
Just like bulk quantity of scientists?
just not how that works. He can't Operation Paperclip this.
For those who don't know what Bob was talking about, look it the fuck up.
Word von Braun, guys. That Nazi's the reason why we got the moon.
All right, I don't think a lot of these planes need to be deployed right now.
You know what you should do, Ben, is get military access from Lithuania and then like forward position some like air defenses in their territory.
I think I already did. I think I just got that.
Oh yeah, get up there.
Where do you have airports? And how do I...
No, I'm not talking aircraft. Well, I mean, you could do aircraft. You could do air patrols inside their territory if you wanted to. But like, unless they declare war or get military access themselves, you know, they're not going to, or transit rights rather, they're not going to be able to like intercept any of your ground units except with their own air force. You know, or if they just decide like the hell with it, we're just going to go ahead and send our military over. But I've never seen the AI, unless it's through like shipping, invade neutral territory without going to war.
I got a question. If Russia takes one of my cities and then you take it back from them, Bob, does it go to me or you?
I think it goes to you because of the mutual defense.
And someone asked how my economy's doing. My economy's fine.
Do we have any intention of breaking the stalemate? Yes, we're in an arms race right now. In construction and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I see Russian. You see Russian, like armored vehicles moving around. It's like I'm basically just waiting on construction. A lot of stuff. Like I spent billions and billions. I had $13 billion on construction, and this stuff isn't finished yet. So I haven't been able to see the products of that labor yet. Tax papers are protesting. You are bankrupting us. No, I'm not. I don't think you guys understand how economics work.
What? Is this from the game or is this from your chat? Bankrupting us.
Like, if I had $25 billion in the bank.
I understand. What's your you have yeah, he's fine.
I had $25 billion in the bank. Then I spent I spent like $13 billion on construction projects. Now I'm sitting steady at $7 billion. I only quote unquote lose money when I start new construction projects, and then I'm not turning around a profit because they don't immediately build.
Well, yeah, for the duration of the construction, you're spending whatever the construction cost is over that time.
Yeah.
And then I think something that average gamer actually observed is that the amount you spend becomes more and more and more out of that total the closer you get to completion. Because he was noticing a trend of like industrial goods, because that's what you use primarily to build stuff is industrial goods or military goods, depending on what you're building. The demand for the industrial goods goes higher and higher and higher and higher until the construction finally finishes. So you are spending more and more and more and more on the curve, but once that construction is complete, you're not spending a dime more on the construction, then you're going to maintenance cost.
Yeah. So like a lot of like I built 29 new labor yards and they're all almost finished right now. They're all 91% right down. So I'm spending a lot on the building of these things, and they're not turning a profit yet. So all of that money, all those billions in dollars that went into these, I'm still spending that money. And then once these are done, they will start turning a profit. I mean, if you look at your bank account at home and you just go, oh my god, I'm losing money because it went down, and you don't, remember that you get paid every week, I'm sure you're probably going to be having some issues. All right, so all these planes.
Research centers take forever to build. These are still building, right? They're not paused or anything, are they?
No, they just take a long time to build.
Yeah.
I'm just glad
building
that
some for
another 6 months and they'll be done.
I'm just glad that Ben's chat's not watching my game at the moment because my income is atrocious. That's because I'm investing very heavily. I'm taking out loads and loads of loans because I'm pretty sure that the growth of my economy will be higher than the interest rate.
Like, my actual economy is pretty much like right on a knife's edge of profit. Like, I lose a little tiny bit of money. Like every day, just a small, like it's a few million or something like that. But that's why I invested so heavily in new construction projects to improve my economy. I just have to wait for them to finish before they actually start paying off, which they're almost done. Like if you,
I have a daily deficit.
Like here's a good thing to look at. My GDP is going up. That's how you should be looking at the economy. Is the economy as a whole getting better? Yes.
Got an election coming up.
What's your inflation at, Ben?
Hang on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll find it. Don't tell me. I know. I saw. I found it before. I'll find it again. Inflation 2.5%.
This is actually not bad at all.
My inflation is good. My unemployment is good. My population is growing, and my GDP is, steadily on the rise. So
no, your country's in a good spot to actually grow.
Yeah. Trade offer from Slovenia. I will accept that on goodwill pretense.
Pretense?
Shh. Don't tell them I'm just using. Don't tell them I'm just using them.
Well, Portugal's currently on a diplomatic offensive in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore, trying to get access to better rubber prices. Seems to be working too.
It seems as though some people in my chat are being confused by the thousands of millions in the treasury.
Yeah, that's I think that probably could have been displayed a little bit differently and or better. Yeah. So it is in millions. So if you're talking about 1,000 million, that's a billion.
Mm-hmm. So like I have 7,000 million in the bank account, in my bank account, which is 7 billion. And yes, I know that's lower than it was before, but you gotta spend money to make money, god damn it.
The only bad thing about Poland, the leaders dressed like Papa Stalin.
Yeah.
Well, it's the avatar Ben sent me, so I mean
a huge military buildup.
Well, so. I didn't have a...
that's probably why Lithuania is not a fan of you, is because you're border humping them so hard, because stacking military units on someone's border will make them like you less.
They love me.
Well, it's a modifier, keep that in mind. It's not like totally like, hey, fuck you. It's very much a factor in relations, though.
It's like when I look at region relationship, it's green, 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 green. It says friendly.
Well, that's good. Nope, not negotiate. I want to send spies over here.
Alright, so let's take a look. Almost done. So this one's not done yet. Those ones aren't finished yet. They're a day behind.
I mean, if you really want complaints about some portraits, I mean, look at Mordred and then look at Roach. I mean,
Roach is literally a roach.
They're not even people. They're not even people.
Wow, do you hear what he said about the Italians? They don't even count as humans.
Italians are cockroaches, little cockroach at the table.
That's apparently how cockroaches sound.
The Italian delegate is requesting sugar water as part of this.
Oh man. All right, let's take a look.
I really wish that sugar was a commodity now.
Research breakthrough. I'm pleased to report progress at a research efforts. New discovery of modern coal gasification. Woohoo!
Now explain what that is, Ben, in 20 words or less.
No. It's proprietary tech.
Good job.
It's proprietary. Does anybody really know what it is?
I can do it in 5.
But Bob, go ahead.
But I want you to say it.
I don't know. I don't exactly know.
You're on the path of turning coal into oil.
Yay?
I would think in an oil-starved country like Poland that'd be a good thing.
I'm not oil starved. I'm an oil exporter. I use
how did Italy get that amount of money? They well, first off, that's actually not even like their peak. That wasn't even their final form. They had like trillions
at one point.
Roach was Romania at one point, and he flipped over to Italy because Romania was eliminated.
Yeah, that happens.
Because I really think some poor choices tactically occurred. There's explosions over here. What's going on?
No, it was just.
Oh no!
Is somebody spying in Romania?
No poor choices here.
No, there's partisan units that are popping up.
Okay, gotcha.
Is commercial internet something that's good to get?
Yes.
Do you want Amazon or not?
I'd really love some drone delivery.
Is there a way to open up the actual tech tree?
Is that a thing?
You can double click on a tech, and that'll bring up like the research thing. Which will show
right,
you.
and it'll show you what leads to designs, and then
you can keep going up and down the trees if you want to.
But there's no way to just pull the whole thing out.
Wait, ISIS in this game? Yes, this was the we chose the 2017 modern day start. So ISIS started right here. And then there was Syria, which is no longer a thing, which actually, again, this tale is amazing because Syria declared war on ISIL and Syria lost. Turkey then declared war on ISIL. Turkey lost. The Romania declared war on Bulgaria and won. ISIL declared war on Romania and won.
Yeah.
So the war with Russia is slow burn? Well, it was really hot burn and fast burn for a while. And then it just turned into this, like...
And then their counterattack happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Operation Teutonic Fury was ultimately a failure.
Yeah, Dunkirk 2.0.
Hey, fire! Open fire!
You shooting at their merchant marine again, Bob?
I am. I don't know where they're going, but they're gonna get bit.
No, I'm not buying stuff anymore.
I mean, I've been conducting pretty much like covert operations with like spies and stuff inside Russian territory, like sabotaging their facilities and stuff. That's been happening.
Right now, we're just waiting for them to go over Lithuania.
Ah, get blown up, civvies.
Wait, I told you.
Yes.
I told you to stop building units. Why are you still doing that?
Is your minister? Do you have any initiative set right now on your?
It's all on none.
Is he locked out from military spending?
Where was that one?
Minister at the bottom where locks are.
Lock minister for military spending. So if the lock is closed, it means he's not supposed to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's locked. Why are you still building units? That's why
Are you sure you're not just seeing units that are in the queue that were pending?
No, I had 7.
The auto build is not set for the unit specifically, right? Because the units will have their own continual loop thing as well if you don't turn it off and auto deploy.
He's adding. Before I had three units on the production queue. I canceled a couple. And there were only 3 on there. I just looked again, and there were 7, some of which were brand new constructions of different types of units that weren't there before.
Well, we're at the end of the episode here. It's 30
You're
minutes.
at the end of the episode.
I'm gonna cancel all this shit.
Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and comment down below. If you really enjoyed it, please subscribe, and please check out the various different links down below for the other perspectives and Patreon links. That very much helps us create these episodes. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.